G'day, how's it going? That's how Australians say hi, how are you? So you can use that very colloquial saying, it's a very slang saying. If you're ever talking to an Australian, they'll be very impressed. But if you use it to an American or someone from England, they'll think, that's pretty weird. But use it with Australians, it'll work really good. Flesh and blood. What does that mean? Flesh and blood. It sounds pretty yuck, doesn't it? Well, flesh and blood can mean a relative, someone that's related to you. Here's an example of how you can use this idiom. I don't like him, but he is my flesh and blood. What does that mean? I don't like him, but he is my relative. Here's another example. I knew you were going to say that. We are flesh and blood after all. So what does that mean? That means, I knew you were going to say that. We're related. We must think the same. Okay, so try and use that idiom in the next few days. Flesh and blood. I want to show you an idiom that's really good. It'll help you to practice your CHs. The idiom is chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese means that two things are totally different. They have nothing in common. For example, you could say, you cannot compare Vietnam and China. They are chalk and cheese. This means you cannot compare Vietnam and China. They are totally different. And finally, here is a slang word I want to teach you. Well, it has two meanings. Chuck. Chuck can be used to throw something, but the slang meaning of it can be to vomit. So if you hear, hey, that kid's about to chuck, I would get out of the way, otherwise your shoes are going to get dirty. Now, English tip for the day. I want you to learn real English. If you want to learn real English, learn from real native speakers. If you want to learn textbook English, learn from a textbook. So listen to native English speakers more. Try and speak to a native English speaker. This will really help you to not sound like a textbook or a dictionary, but a native speaker. Now, final thing for the day, commenting challenge. Now, I want to know more about you. Please tell me, how old were you when you first started learning English? Have you just started? Are you young? Or are you old and you started a long time ago? Share it with me. I'm looking forward to seeing. But that will do for today. See you later.